today I'm going to look through my vinyl collection of soundtracks. So I'll start with the compilations of sorts. So this is James Bond's greatest hits. I didn't know he was a singer, but this has all of them up to For Your Eyes Only. So there you go. Some nice shots of his adventures on the front. Then this one's a classic, Science Fiction's Greatest Hits, with Neil Norman and his Cosmic Orchestra. So it's one of those licensed ones. There's Doctor Who or Buck Rogers, Black Hole, but yeah, Star Wars, Moonraker, etc. Alien. They're quite funky, so if you can get a listen, have a go. Then we got the Tubular Bells, so the theme from The Exorcist, but composed by Mike Oldfield, but this is not. But yeah, he is on this with guitar. I did not know that. A charity shop pick up most of these, but as you can tell, big war movie themes. The Guns of Navarone, Dam Busters, Great Escape March, and exactly the same. You know what you're expecting, but this is Roger, over and out, the planes rose steeply and began their frantic dive nose. Got it wrong. But this is a birthday present from my wife. She found it at a charity shop, Hammer's Dracula. Now, it's not the music from the film, it's with Christopher Lee, but it does have spine-chilling sounds and music. But it's Christopher Lee reading the story, which is very good. But then, well, that's on side one. Side two is Faces of Evil with the orchestra. This is music from Hammer Films, Vampire Lovers, Dr. Jekyll, Sister Hyde, etc. Same with this. Big suspense movie themes. Played by Jeff Love and his orchestra. So you got Shah, French Connection, Godfather. So, if you like that sort of thing, it's good fun. Then they got this famous piece of music. O Fortuna from Carmina Burana, or the theme from Excalibur, as it says at the bottom, so you know what you're dealing with. It's that big epic theme, but it's a hell of a poster. Right, then we got into 12-inch singles. Yeah, Kid K coming at you with Spin That Wheel, Turtles Get Real, High Tech 3. So we've got the 12-inch pizza mix on side A, and then the two versions on side B. But that's when rap peaked. Same as this. Turtle Power. The Turtle Rhapsody extended mix with the orchestra on a half shell. I wonder what these people are doing now. You got side 2 is Turtle Power album version, and then Turtle Rhapsody album version as well, if you like your turtles. Right, that's it for that. And then we got picture discs. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, We Don't Need Another Hero, and then the instrumental on side B. But yeah, let's pick up there. This is my pride and joy though, my Survivor's Burning Heart from Rocky IV. Doesn't really do it justice, that picture. Right, now let's have a look. Put them upside down. Right, there we go. So, numbers first. 2001 A Space Odyssey. So it's mostly classical music from the film, which I don't think it had a score, did it? But so if you like the film, you'll enjoy this music. Then you've got Amadeus, Rock Me Amadeus. The soundtrack to the movie, using lots of his work and other people's. No, it's only his. But then you've got this nice fold open, and then showing off scenes in the film. So it's a double album of Mozart, killed by, what's his face? Then we get onto Batman theme. So this has the 60s Batman theme with Bruce and the Robin Rockers. So you got Batman theme, side 1, and you got Pow, Zap, Wham, Frogging the Riddle, Monkey with the Penguin, Take That You Fiend, and then side 2, Batman Chase, In My Merry Batmobile, Zonk, Whap, Meow, Robin's Nest, and Give Zap Old Chap. If that doesn't get you wanting a copy of this, I don't know why Batman is in Superman's costume, but we won't go there. But then we got the Bat Dance, so this is a re-release of the album. This one's still in plastic, but it's one I used to have on cassette and played a lot. So then I also have to have the Danny Elfman score, which I love. So I had that on cassette back in the day, as Batman himself. Excellent soundtrack. Yeah, most of these are charity shop finds. Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah, from 1984. It's a great album. That's got Danny Elfman on as well. Back when he was just, I can't remember his name. His band is on some other soundtracks. He got Biggles. What is it? Do you want to be a hero, hero? And then what's that other one? It's in an old style theme. I can't remember now. But excellent soundtrack. It's very funny. This one's a good one. Some John Barry in his Black Hole. Sounds like a bit like one of his Bond themes. Some of the bits like Moonraker. I don't know if he did Moonraker. I can't remember. But yeah, it's 1979. This is an old one. And then another re-release, The Blade Runner by Vangelis. Always love this. Composed, arranged, produced, and performed by the maestro. But I think there's this. No, it doesn't look like. Then classic Blues Brothers. Had this on vinyl back in the day. No, it's a tell a lie, CD. Used to play it a lot. It's a very short album, but it's got all the classics. Yeah, this was a big hit back in the day. This song, he had about 4 or 5 of these singles going top of the charts, didn't he? Two Hearts, and then Four Tops had Loco in Acapulco, Groovy Kind of Love, I Got You Babe, yeah. So Buster, a bank robber with a heart of gold. That might not be the real person. Then we got Clockwork Orange. Now, most of these, when I go through them, I forget I have them. This is another one I thought I had yet, or I didn't know I had. Let's have a look. Pomp and Circumstances, March number 4, Abridged by Elgar. So lots of great stuff on there. Yeah, I'm not going to get the records out because I spent half the time trying to fiddle with them. Then you got more Vangelis, Chariots of Fire. He was very popular in the early 80s. Everyone knows this theme. If you watched National Lampoon's Vacation or anything else of that era, they always parodied it. And you got Days of Thunder. So yeah, most of these I had on CD back in the day. So it's got The Show Me Heaven by Maria McKee, and you got Love Somebody or Love Someone by Elton John. But Give Me Some Loving is my favourite by Terry Reid. Got to have Dirty Dancing in a soundtrack collection, haven't you? Because I've had the time of my life. But very good album. But here we go, Dragnet. Dragnet. And it does have Just the Facts by Patti LaBelle, because she was on Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack too. City of Crime, that's it. Performed by Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks. It's a classic rap song, that is. Better than anything Eminem could do. Here's an interesting one. Electric Dreams. I do love the song. But it does slide out to be very 80s. This is No Ordinary Computer. Meet Edgar. I saw this film back in the cinema. It's always good fun. And it's got to have a soundtrack. Culture Club. Can't Read Right. Heaven 17. Jeff Lynne. Giorgio Moroder, of course, did most of it. Together Electric Dreams. He did with Philip Oakley. And then here we go. First Blood. Shame I can't play any of these, but yeah, Jerry Goldsmith's score. It's a long, long road. Who would... I just got the lyrics there as well. So there we go. Classic. Very lucky to have all of these. And then got the first of my fistful of dollars. I do like some... what's his name? Where is he? Mario Cooney. That's him. But yeah, it's a great album to listen to, so that's why I found this one as well. Which is Fistful of Dollars and a few dollars more. 60 seconds to what? The man with no name, Clint Eastwood. So he does have a name. And then you got Flashdance. Gotta have Flashdance if you've got a soundtrack album collection. What a Feeling. Who else is on here? This is everything in this list that's got Giorgio Moroder's name on it. Joe Esposito's Cycle 5, Donna Summer. But yes, I think, what was it? So yeah, Sylvester LeVay did Romeo. You got Footloose. Who doesn't like a bit of Footloose? Down, Kenny Loggins. He's another one that will be on a lot of these soundtracks. He's got, Holding Out for a Hero with the Bonnie Tyler and Shalimar. First of the straight up ones, For Your Eyes Only. So this is Bill Conti of Rocky theme fame. But yeah, I don't think there's any. Yes, the reprise of Sheena Easton's on there, and yeah, it starts with Sheena Easton's. There you go. Take Me Home, Flugelhorn solo by Eddie Blair, in case you wanted to know that. Another classic, talking about this solo on a live stream at the end of the month. Fright Night, written and directed by Tom Holland. Fantastic film, fantastic soundtrack. And yes, Ghostbusters. Unfortunately, it's a re-release, but it's in the same style as it was, which is always good when they just reprint it. But yeah, so many great songs on that one. More Bond, Goldfinger. Yes, Shirley Bassey, Gassing the Gangsters, Teasing the Korean. Oh no, Blackman, that's Pusher Galore. But yeah, John Barry again. We Go Together. Grease is the word. And I had this as a vinyl album back in the day, and it's quite nice. Opens up nicely to reveal lots of pictures. But yeah, so we've got 4 sides, and it still doesn't have all the songs, does it? But yeah, a lot of songs on these that aren't, on that one anyway, that aren't in the film. Goodness gracious, it's Great Balls of Fire. Another one I had at CD back in the day. But I did like a bit of Jerry Lee Lewis. Didn't hurt it that Winona Ryder was in the film. I always had a big crush on her in the early 90s. Then got some more modern stuff. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Everyone knows it's a great soundtrack. Volume 2. Another one. What's my favourite on this? Yeah, so The Chain, Fleetwood Mac, Fox on the Run. Yeah, they're all great, aren't they? Don't have the third one yet. Wasn't a fan of the film, so I haven't picked it up yet, but I will. Then you got some Morse. Inspector Morse, I do love that TV show. But yeah, a lot of classical music, and of course its main theme. La La Bamba, another musical biopic. So Great Balls of Fire, La Bamba. But yeah, most of this is performed by Los Lobos. Bo Diddley, Brian Setzler, lots of famous names. Oh, another one, La La Land. Didn't think I'd like the film, but I do. And I do like the soundtrack. Bit jazzy. Here's a weird one. Lemon Popsicle. So these are the Israeli sex comedies from the late 70s, early 80s, done by the Cannon Group, before they were the Cannon Group. I will take this one out because it's colourful. But this is where it goes wrong. So there we go. Nice yellow one. Right, where are we at? More Bond. Live and Let Die. Bow, bow, bow. But yes, George Martin produced this one. And Paul McCartney and Wings doing the song. Right, where are we? Halfway through, I think. Got the Lost Boys, another vampire flick from the 80s. It's got an amazing soundtrack. Okay. Everyone knows that one. They got some TV shows. Miami Vice, well known for its 80s music. They must be a legal nightmare now. Or was it Glenn Frey, Chaka Khan, Phil Collins, Grandmaster Melly Mel, Jan Hammer, Tina Turner. So yeah. And then one of my favourites, had this on vinyl back in the day. None of these are my originals, unfortunately. I had to pick them up years later. But I do love the Muppets and the Muppet Show album. There you go. With songs like Mississippi Mud and Mahamana, Pakajalafaka, Lydia the Tattooed Lady, and Halfway Down the Stairs. I've only got one Elm Street album, and it's Dream Master. But this has got one that rocks. Because of it. Love Kills by Vinnie Vincent Invasion. Coming at you with Ripper to Shreds by Blondie. And the vinyls, Best of All, Go West are on it. The Sea Hags. Who doesn't love the Sea Hags? Right, next up is An Officer and a Gentleman. Actually, I don't know this one very well. I know the main theme, of course, That Where We Belong, with Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warner. but ZZ Top's on it, Pet Benatar, Joe Cocker again, Reprisals, Dire Straits. I need to give that one a listen. I don't think I've listened to it since I bought it. Same with, I had this on CD back in the day. Pretty good one. Wow. Pretty Woman. So it's got David Bowie, Robert Palmer, Roxette, Natalie Cole, Peter Cetera, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Go West, Roy Orbison, of course, and a few others. Now I haven't listened to this one. I bought it as a joke because of my friend Jeff at 101 Bronson. Loves the film, loves it, loves Clint Eastwood westerns. Gonna paint your wagon, gonna paint it good. I don't think that's on here though. Got Ben Rumson, the Nitty, come down that old can of beans or whatever it's called, but still nice to have it in the collection. Here we go. One I always forget I have, Princess Bride by Mark Knopfler, Dire Straits. Everyone knows this theme. Once Upon a Time, the storybook love. Oh, another re-release. Now this is a heavy one. They made this of that really heavy, thick vinyl. It's like twice the weight of normal, at least. That opens up nice. Re-release. No, I don't know if it's a re-release or a special edition, but 4 sides, and then Indy rides the statue. Everyone knows that theme. And this one I didn't know I had until this morning when I looked at it. Roadhouse. Well, yeah, Jeff Healey, Bob Seger, Otis Redding, Patrick Swayze. 2 Patrick Swayze tracks. Everyone knows Roadhouse. Yeah. This I was very lucky to pick up. I think I paid about £3 the other month or so ago. Rocky 2 with Bill Conti. Fantastic soundtrack. Very simplistic poster, but it works. And of course, it's got to have Rocky 4. And there's Eye of the Tiger and Burning Heart and Hearts on Fire and the training montage, or all the montage songs. Very lucky to have that one. Another one I had on the album, vinyl album back in the day, Saturday Night Fever. But yeah, a lot of great songs, great pictures. Disco Fever, baby. Which is my favourite. Fifth of Beethoven, I do like that one. Talking about Shaft with Isaac Hayes. There he is. Having a laugh at the back. And then there's another one that opens up, but this time it goes portrait. So yeah, great album. So yes, 4 sides, but there's only 2 songs on the 4th side, so they must be long ones. But then I also got this version I picked up. This is Shaft again, but this is by, it says it's Isaac Hayes music, but it's just done by Mac Brown and the Brothers. It's only 2 sides. Bumpy's Blues. But there you go. I got some country, Smokey and the Bandit 2. Who's this? Jerry Reed, of course. Don Williams. Snuff Garrett. Who doesn't love Snuff Garrett? Plenty of songs on here by Snuff Garrett. Don Williams, Brenda Lee. Nope. I don't think Bert's singing. Mel Tillis. No, I thought it opened up for a second, but it doesn't. Another one. I don't think I actually listened to this. Never get time to listen to bloody albums anymore, especially in the record room. That's it. Yeah. Who did this? Lee Holdridge, performed by the Royal Philharmonic. But yeah, it's a fun film. Oh, here's one. I was very lucky to get this. I think I paid a £5 for this. It was less than a £10, certainly. This is Star Wars, the only original soundtrack album. Beware of Imitations. So, yes, John Williams again. Now this, I believe, is an original. I haven't been proved otherwise, from 1977, but it looks new. So it's weighty as well. Strictly Ballroom. I do tend to pick up albums if I see them in the charity shop, regardless if I've seen the film or like the film. I have seen the film, I think, once when it came out, but it's not for me. But Time After Time, but not the one we know. But yeah, some Ballroom songs. The Stud, and still don't know if I can get that bitch, but yeah. I think this is another disco album. I need to double check because it's got Leo Sayer, Sweet, 10cc, Rolls Royce Car Wash, Smokey, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Roxy Music, Barracuda, Hot Chocolate. More John Williams. You got 3 John Williams and 3 that open up. So this is not the original one, I believe, from 1978. So there he is. Good old Christopher Reeve. Excellent soundtrack. The opening titles alone is worth buying that for. Recent pickup, Tequila Sunrise, which I haven't listened to yet. I keep forgetting to do that. So yeah, you've got Ziggy Marley, Crowded House, Duran Duran, Beach Boys, Everly Brothers. So should be pretty good. Okay, we got Keeping It Clean, Terminator 2. It's an original 90, what's it one? But yeah, Brad Fiedel. So he did Fright Night and this, and he's very good at it. Just shame you won't return my calls. Right. Top Gun. Pretty much everyone had this one. More Kenny Loggins. Cheap Trick Berlin, of course. Harold Faltermeyer did this soundtrack. Composed it. Near the end. Dun 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 dun. Who would have thought? Yes. War of the Worlds. Features Forever Autumn and The Eve of the War. Yes, those were released as singles back in the day. I remember seeing this, but yeah. Terrific artwork, I think. Yeah. There's a very nice booklet in this. But it's mostly drawings. Very fancy drawings of the film. But try and keep that nice. Right, where are we? 2 more. Michael Caine in Water. This is a film I do love. 80s comedy from Britain, set in the Caribbean. Because you've got Eddie Grant, Billy Connolly singing. But yeah, there's a big thing at the end with the Singing Rebels band, which is full of famous people. I can't remember who they are. 2 of the Beatles at least. And finally, The Woman in Red. Stevie Wonder's album. Music produced by Stevie Wonder, but he does I Just Called to Say I Love You, and The Woman in Red. Dionne Warwick's on here. Lots of Stevie Wonder, so you can't go wrong, I think. Yep, that's open up. So you get the let's have a look. Lyrics if you want to sing. Whew, right, there we go. Get back, it's comfy. So that's my collection. So thank you for watching, and here endeth the lesson.
Take me back to the 80s. Back then, summers they were lazy. Stepped up, knock on your door to see if you were coming out tonight. No FaceTiming people that I wanna see. I had them there standing right next to me. Blockbuster stars.